Hello, and welcome to my channel. We're all about wealth or finance management, new business ideas, quick tips to make your life better, or anything that can help you in your daily life. Click the bell button, as we're surely going to change the way you think about daily life or business. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to live on low budget for beginners. Budgeting is one of the most important things that you can do to save money. You can't just spend all your money and expect to have enough left over to spend on anything else that you want. Instead, you have to budget your expenses so that they don't run out before you have enough money left over for savings and spending on other things. Budgeting is also important for beginners because it helps them understand how much money they need to keep in their bank accounts or savings account in order to live comfortably or even better than that if they want. A lot of people think that you have to be rich and famous to be able to afford the lifestyle you want. But that's not true. There are plenty of ways for you to live on a budget and still enjoy the things you love. Let's have a look and analyze some of these ways. Start saving money without any major compromises. Have you ever heard of the term rule of thumb before? It's what happens when you're trying to find out how much something costs and you just need an estimate. The rule of thumb is a simple way to figure out how much something costs in general. You take whatever it is that you want to buy, divide the price by 2, and that's how much it will cost. In this case, we're talking about saving money and living on a budget. Just do a quick mathematics and divide the amount you want to spend for a particular thing. Now try to find that thing in your budget, and try your level best that it does not exceed the one half of your budget. How can you make sure you have enough money to survive without making any major compromises? Well, here are some tips. 1. Don't go overboard with your spending. This means don't buy things that don't need to be bought or eat out every day. 2. Make sure you have enough food in your pantry so that if something happens, like someone loses their job, then at least they'll have something to eat until the next paycheck comes in. 3. Plan ahead for holidays like Christmas or Thanksgiving, so that there are no surprises with bills when these days come around. So that's how we can save some bucks for a short period of time. But how do we save money for a longer term? There are a lot of different ways. Here are some ideas. 1. Low-cost living. It's hard to save money when you're spending a lot of it on rent, utilities, and other necessities. To make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck, look into living in an apartment complex or house that has low rent, low utility costs, and few amenities. 2. Get rid of unnecessary expenses. Take a close look at your budget and figure out which expenses are unnecessary to begin with. If you can get rid of these items without losing any money, or saving any, then do so. If not, then keep them in there as long as they're helping you save more than they're costing you. 3. Shop around for better deals. There are always ways to save money on things like electronics and furniture. You just have to know where to look. Try searching online or asking family members for advice about where to buy things at cheaper prices than what stores charge, or even free shipping. Managing your time better is one of the most important things that you can do to cut down on spending. You can manage your time by making a list of all the tasks that you need to complete, and then breaking them down into smaller chunks. This will help you prioritize and stay focused. You can also manage your time by setting reminders on your phone or calendar to remind yourself when certain things need to be done. This will help you stay on top of all the stuff going on around you so that it doesn't sneak up on you later. There's a lot of people out who want to cut down on their spending, but they don't really know how. Let me tell you, it's not that hard. You just need a couple of tips and tricks on how to manage your time better and cut down your spending. First things first, never take out all your credit card at once. You're going to get a lot of bills from different places, and when you do it all at once, it will be very hard for you to pay them all off before the due date. Instead, make sure that you pay off your debt in small installments so that you don't have any extra money left over at the end of the month. That way, if something comes up, you can just pay it off rather than letting it pile up until it becomes unbearable and then having to deal with it all at once. Second thing, make sure that if there's something that's not due for another month or two, like a car payment, pay it off as soon as possible so that it doesn't pile on top of everything else. 4. Save money when buying groceries. When you're trying to save money on groceries, it can be tempting to skip the trip to the store. But don't do it. Saving money when you shop for food is easier than you might think. Here are some ways that you can save without even leaving your home. A. Buy in bulk. Many stores will offer discounts on larger quantities of products like cereal and bread, and sometimes they'll give an additional discount if you buy enough at once. B. Buy generic brands instead of name brand products. They're usually cheaper, but they may not taste as good or have the same nutritional value as their more expensive counterparts. But then again, sometimes they do. C. Go online and check out sales at grocery stores around town. You'll save money on shipping charges by buying online instead of in person. But you'll also get access to deals, like free shipping on orders above a certain dollar amount, or free delivery within a certain radius of your home or office address. For example, if you live in New York City, then this works because there are so many different grocery stores within walking distance from each other. Living on a low budget is all about knowing where to find the money and how to spend it. If you want to live on a low budget, you need to be able to make smart decisions about how to spend your money. You also need to know where to find that money. But it's not just knowing where the money is. It's also about knowing how much money you have in the first place. We're not going to lie, it's not easy. It takes a lot of self-discipline to keep your finances managed and in check. But if you do it right, you'll find that it doesn't take much money at all. And let's face it, the things we want to do in life are worth more than the things we need to do in order to buy them. Keeping track of your money is very important. If you don't know where your money is going, then it's not going anywhere. The first thing you should do is set up a budget and track every single dollar that leaves your wallet or purse. Once you've done that, look at what you're spending and try to figure out why it's happening. Is there something specific that you need? Is there something else that could replace the expense? If so, go ahead and do it. But if not, keep track of everything before too much money gets spent unnecessarily or missed opportunities are missed because of a lack of planning on your part. So we have concluded that the best way to live on a low budget is to get your finances under control. And to do that, smart finance management is key. You need to be able to save, spend, and invest wisely so that you can achieve your financial goals. So this was our analysis of how to live on low budget for beginners. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you'll love our other ones too. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of our latest content.